Mike, thank you so much. So far, so good for the visitors from Marquette. They lead Xavier 17-10. Dickey, still relatively early in the game. Let's talk about your keys to success.
Yeah, it's still early in the game, but Marquette has to have balanced scoring, which they're already doing, sharing the ball, starting it in the paint. Defensive identity, which is led by Theo John, protecting that rim. And then Xavier, protect the glass, because Marquette is a strong rebounding team, and limit paint touches, which they're not doing well right now in this early part, allowing Marquette to get into the paint and get high percentage shots.
Take a look at some early trends. Marquette having their way in the paint. They're leading Xavier 12-4 in that category. We were tied at 10-10 not that long ago, but Marquette has gone on a 7-0 run. Xavier has missed 6 of their last 7 shots. Now Xavier trying to climb a hill. Down 7. Backdoor cut. Kunkel. That was a beautiful after timeout play.
Excellent execution by the Musketeers, baiting Marquette's defense. Nice backdoor cut, nice delivery of the pass.
Just the 3rd game that Kunkel has been eligible for, the transfer from Belmont. Catch and shoot. McEwen, nothing but net.
And that's what McEwen can do. He can score the ball off the bounce, attacking, but especially knocking down jump shots.
McEwen had a bad hand his first year playing with Marquette. The shooting numbers were down. This year he's healthy and shooting a way better percentage.
Well, he was freshman of the year in the Mountain West. He's put up points in the Mountain West. This is a veteran player, McEwen, who brings some tenacity, some physicality, and scoring ability to this Marquette team.
Colby Jones back into the game for Xavier. Inbounds it over to Scruggs. Now he gets it back, trying to set up Fremantle. Nothing there. Dump down. Fremantle is fouled. Justin Lewis got him. And we'll have free throws for Fremantle.
Fremantle is able to establish position because Xavier has shooters at every position. It leaves them down there. And that is definitely a foul right there. Justin Lewis got his money's worth on that foul. And if you're going to foul, you want to make sure that the player cannot finish and get a chance for a three-point play. And Justin Lewis.
Almost halfway through our first half. Fremantle 1 out of 2. Kind of an oddity. He's really good from behind the arc, 44%. But he's not a great free throw shooter. Just 7 for 15 so far early in the year for Zach Fremantle.
I never got that when guys can make three-pointers, but they can't shoot free throws.
Oh, wonderful save. Xavier's got the basketball.
And that's how you protect the glass. Gang rebound as a team. Nate Johnson using his athleticism to pursue that rebound out of his area.
Fremantle in the paint. Gets his own miss. Sets up Scruggs. Elliott had the rebound, then lost it on the way down. Picked up by John. Here comes Marquette. Already a 7-point stiff arm.
Have to recognize the mismatch down there. Lewis and Nate Johnson. They're not recognizing they need to get the ball there.
John, the senior. Half hook of beauty.
Well, if you can't get to the mismatch, go to the next best thing. Theo John isolated, going to the skill jump hook, using his shoulders to create space.
Johnson. Over to Jones. Screen from Carter. Freshman Jones all the way to the cup.
Yeah, that wasn't good defense right there on the drive. That was a freshman mistake, and Justin Lewis supposed to come over there, cut that driver off. Those are the things that happen when you have a freshman playing a lot of minutes. You will miss opportunities, defensive responsibility.
Oh, my. Back-to-back jump hooks by Theo John.
Theo John, known as a defensive rim protector, manning the paint, is showing his skill set and scoring ability as a throwback post player.
Long shot up and through. All right. Xavier needed that three-pointer for Scruggs. Second three for him here in our first half.
I really like the fact that Scruggs has improved his game from the perimeter, built confidence. He's knocking down the three, an added weapon to his already impressive game of attacking the basket.
John, extra pass. Carton. And now Marquette will regroup. Under 8 minutes to play first half. Lewis. Had to put something up there. There was only 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
And that's a patented Xavier defensive possession right there. Forcing a tough shot, perimeter shot, protecting the paint.
Nate Johnson had it, glances off of John's fingertips, and it's Xavier basketball. We've got a timeout on the floor. 7:36 remaining here in our first half. For those of you watching on FS2, join us over on FS1 for the remainder of the game. For those watching surfing, it will return to FS2 after the break. Jeep, there's only one. Cincinnati, Ohio. The Queen City looking regal. And how about the performance? Theo John, the senior Dickie Simpkins, showing people what old school basketball is.
He's throwback post player. Giving you the shimmy, Olajuwon shake to the right-hand jump hook. Being isolated one-on-one in the past, Theo John has been a ball screener. Now, to get balanced scoring, they are featuring the big fella, showing his offensive skill package. Left-hand, right-hand jump hooks, and footwork.
Somewhere, Maurice Lucas smiling. 6 points, 3 of 4 shooting. Only shot he missed was a left-handed jump hook, which you'd like to have a redo.
Yeah, the left hand got away from him. The left hand got away from him a little bit, but I like the fact that Theo John has always been a defensive presence for this team, and now he's getting the opportunity to show his offensive abilities.
Ball stays with Xavier. Xavier trying to work out the kinks. Haven't played since December 9th. Had to postpone 3 games. Scruggs, Fremantle, Griffin, Jones, and Johnson playing together. This is Griffin. Veteran defensive play. See what John did there to force the miss.
Yeah, he got physical, got up under him, but Xavier's getting quality shots, and the layoff after coming off an impressive shooting game versus Oklahoma, you can see now that they're a little stagnant, a little rusty.
McEwen off the mark, rebounded in traffic by Johnson.
Not often do you see shooters come in and rebound the ball defensively. Nate Johnson, not just a spot-up shooter, but a rebounder at his position.
Griffin picked up a loose ball and got fouled by John, and Griffin will go to the line.
Now Griffin this is 2 throwback bigs playing against each other. Griffin gives you a little Clifford Ray looking. You don't remember Clifford Ray?
Sure. Chicago Bull, Golden State Warrior.
Griffin got fouled. Here's a kid that I call kids like him doing the upgrade. Felt like playing at Division II. He wanted to challenge himself. Felt like he was prepared and could compete at the Division I level. Made that jump, and he is definitely establishing himself here. And you've seen in the past, Eric, you've seen guys like Duncan Robinson, who came from Division III playing for the Heat. Max Strus, who played at DePaul, Lewis University Division II. He's playing for the Heat. Just got signed to a 2-way. And now Griffin showing his abilities at the D1 level from Division II.
How about that? You miss 2 free throws, you get an offensive rebound, and Paul Scruggs hits a 3. That's offense for you.
Offensive rebounds always lead to a killer 3, and Paul Scruggs, the hot hand right now, showing his impressive ability to catch and shoot.
Carton answers with the 3 of his own.
Now this kid is one of the most talented guards in the Big East. The most talented guards on the court right now, and one of the most talented guards in college basketball. Freshman at Ohio State last year, transferred, averaging 10 points a game as a freshman. He is very talented.
And is this a travel? If it is, it's the 4th traveling call against Travis Steele's Xavier Musketeers. here in our first half. It is a travel.
You see Coach just shaking his head. And Coach, this is what I talked to Coach yesterday. Remember we talked to Coach and I asked him, does he have to reel himself back in and keep things in perspective because of all the inconsistencies or the stagnant or the stop of play when you see things like that?
Jamal Cain, a lot of dribbling up high. Dawson Garcia walled off by Fremantle. Shot clock's down to 5. Lewis is going to have to do something. Justin Lewis has it blocked away by Griffin. Quickly the other way. Jones into the paint. Extra pass finds Fremantle. No! An offensive foul. Jones gets called for the charge.
Very good defense. This is the defense that I've always been accustomed of seeing of the Musketeer. Protecting the paint, moving your feet. Look at Griffin, just moving his feet. The long arms denying the access. Nice block, big fella.
Marquette brings Xavier Torrance into the game. Sophomore guard has missed the last 3 games with a foot injury. This is Torrance over to Carton. Closing in on the 5-minute mark of our first half. Wonderful interior play. Freshman to freshman, Lewis sets up Garcia.
The dynamic duo of the freshmen, since the season has started, they have shared the ball well. Found each other, made good passes. They have a very good connection as freshmen.
Here's Johnson. Dangerous shooter. That's his second three-pointer. This guy's nails.
Hey, this guy right here, fire. Just straight torch right here, man. Last game against Oklahoma, he was on fire.
He made 7 of 9 from behind the arc against Oklahoma. He is now 24 for 41 shooting three-pointers on the year. Close to 60%. DJ Carton travels.
Nate Johnson just knowing how to get himself open, playing off of the screens. A veteran player, under control, poised, saw the defense come out, went into a one-dribble pull-up 3. He has that ability. He can shoot from long distance.
Carton knocks it out of bounds.
Watching Nate Johnson play, he takes quality threes. He doesn't take bad threes. They are quality threes, and he has teammates that find him in good opportunities.
Yeah, they're all catch-and-shoot threes. For the most part, he's not walking into them. Fremantle on the block. Got a size mismatch. Back out to Jones.
Fremantle settled right there.
Rare miss for Scruggs. He has hit 3 first-half three-pointers. A couple quick triggers. And a foul going for the rebound. So we've got a timeout. Xavier basketball when we return to Cincinnati. The Musketeers trailing the Golden Eagles by 5. Mike, thank you so much. Marquette leading Xavier 29-24, but Xavier, as they usually do, starting to heat up from behind the arc.
When you have a good shooting team, it usually comes from good poise and patience. Nate Johnson getting himself open, coming off of there, reading it. A veteran player with unbelievable shooting ability. And then Scruggs getting the inside out, which creates an opportunity, and then coming off the screen, an improved three-point shooting. Scruggs and a Xavier team that is showing their ability to knock it down behind the arc.
Xavier averages 9 made threes per game. They're sitting at 5 right now. 5 for 11 from behind the arc. Interesting to note, they're shooting a way better percentage behind the arc than they are inside the arc. They're 5 for 11 shooting threes, just 4 for 13 on everything else.
Yeah, when Xavier had Blewett and McKira, they could make threes, but they didn't shoot it like this. This team is shooting it more efficiently from the three-point line.
Scruggs into the paint, and that was influenced by John. I don't know if Theo John got a piece of it. Oh, no, off of Cain's knee, and it's going to stay with Xavier.
Cain is trying to plead his case. I think he needs an attorney Dickie Simpkins. I can't help you. I can't help you, Jamal Cain. We don't have a case here.
So 20 seconds to shoot for Xavier. They've got it back. Scruggs so impressive here in our first half. Rattles it through.
and they need him to stay aggressive. He's the leader of this team, the backbone of this team, offensively and defensively. He sets the tone.
Scruggs, first man on either side of double figures, now with 11 points. McEwen feeds it over to John. He's been effective on the block. In and out. And it's Marquette ball.
If I'm Coach Wojciechowski, I have to love that possession right there. We got a shot in the paint, high percentage shot that rattled in and rattled out. I know the game plan was to get it into the bigs on the post. Love the opportunity.
Brian Griffin sits, replaced by Jason Carter. Xavier's gone 10 deep here in the first half. Carter had a layup, but he just couldn't handle the basketball. Missed opportunity for the Golden Eagles.
Two-hand catches, two-hand catches. As a coach, you always say two-hand catches.
Scruggs continues just be an absolute fiend on the offensive side. He's got 13.
I was looking for the Scruggs-DJ Carton matchup, and right now Scruggs is taking advantage of every guard on Marquette, isolated one-on-one.
Marquette is led by as many as 9. Their lead is now 1. Theo John, the misfire. That's newsworthy. That's his first miss from behind the arc on the year. Had made his first 3 in a row from deep. Speaking of deep, how about that? Paul Scruggs, how do you do? His 4th first half triple.
The veteran senior guard showing that I can carry this team. I don't have any rust. Knock it down. Hashtag splash.
2:22 remaining in our first half. Paul Scruggs has just given Xavier the lead. Hit a 3-pointer for the 4th time in our first half. He's got 16 points to lead the way for the Musketeers.
This is what you call a veteran college player who has maximized his 4 years of eligibility, improved every year, and he's showing all the work that he has put in by performing like he's performing now and how he's performed so far this season. Knocking down threes, attacking baskets, defensively.
McEwen along the baseline. Ball's loose on the floor. Scruggs is tied up.
And that's a winning play. That is what I call winning plays, and you see who's getting on the ground doing and attacking a winning play. Scruggs. He shows you the scoring, he shows you the defense, he shows you the winning play, sacrificing his body.
Xavier has the basketball and the lead. Trying to get to 8-0 on the year. Xavier 6 out of 12 from behind the arc in the first half. A lot of the heavy lifting being done by Scruggs. Now Nate Johnson a touch. And a travel. That has been really the only fly in the ointment for Xavier offensively here in the first half. They have now committed 5 traveling here in the first half.
Now, in all actuality, you have to make that call right there in the moment as an official, but if I looked at the replay, I bet you it'll show he didn't even drag that foot when he fell down.
It looked awkward, though.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. The awkward officiating.
Carton, no, and it's thrown through. DJ Carton says he'll take credit for it. And we're tied at 31.
And the Golden Eagles showing why they are one of the top rebounding teams in the country in the offensive glass and the defensive glass, when you can have guards with athleticism attack the glass.
Fremantle. Rebounded in traffic, Jones. And the freshman is fouled. He'll go to the line. Colby Jones. Just his 3rd collegiate game. The freshman from Birmingham, Alabama.
He's been a respectable contributor so far as a freshman, averaging 4 points a game, 3.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. His contribution has been very good as a freshman. He's been solid. He's been playing his role very well.
In case in point, how the importance of being ready is so mandatory here in 2020. He'd only played in a couple of games, but he gets to start today when Dwan Odom has to miss the game because of COVID protocols. So everyone, Dickey, has got to be ready to go.
And he has a lot of talent. And the biggest thing is, with this roster, he brings tremendous versatility at the guard wing position.
Final half minute of our first half. McEwen, bottom of the well. Marquette back on top. Shot clock is off. Xavier can hold for the final shot. And we've got a timeout. Musketeers want to make sure that this is a well thought out possession.
Well, that Xavier defense, that zone they've been playing the last several possessions has been pretty good.
We'll take a quick timeout. Back with the final 16.5 of our first half. One-point game. Evenly matched clubs, Marquette and Xavier. Xavier 7-0. Marquette already with 2 wins over top 10 teams. So a lot to be excited about for both these programs. Xavier's going to have the basketball. Shot clock's off. 16.5 remaining in our first half.
Enough time. You don't need to rush. The biggest thing is execution. Getting the right screen, ball screen. I like it.
It's Scruggs leading the way with 16 points. Sets up Carter in the corner. And last touched by Kane.
Now, Eric, I might have had Nate Johnson in that corner versus Carter. Nate Johnson, the defender, can't help off. Now you get Scruggs to the basket.
It's got to be a quickie. Less than a second remaining here in the first half. And that's the way the half draws to a close. 1-point game. Marquette leads Xavier 34-33. We've reached intermission. Coming up after the break, the Jeep halftime report. We've got Mike Hill, and we have got the great Jim Jackson in studio. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Oh, it's been a fun one in Cincinnati, Ohio. The Queen City, hard along the shores of the Ohio River. Marquette leads by 1 over Xavier. Take a look at first half stats sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Well, the Musketeers are doing the job. 20 rebounds. They are protecting the glass, and they're shooting the ball very well from the 3, so that's been impressive.
How about Paul Scruggs, the senior guard for Xavier?
Well, there's a reason why he was a top 30 recruit coming out of high school. Improved veteran player, offensively, defensively, carrying this team.
One of 3 captains for Xavier: Paul Scruggs, Jason Carter, Zach Fremantle. Actually, both Carter and Fremantle struggling offensively. Good thing Scruggs has stepped up. Well, for Marquette, they lead by 1 on the road, and really there's not one particular star to pick out. Dickie Simpkins.
Well, I talked about this as one of my keys, balanced scoring. Marquette is showing you that the life after Marcus Howard, Sakar Enum, Brendan Bailey, that was close to 50 points they're missing a game. And here it is right here, the performance of these 5 guys in balanced scoring.
With Dickie Simpkins, I'm Eric Collins. I think you wouldn't go there, but to me, this is a battle of which kind of chili do you like better. You got Cincinnati Skyline chili representing the Xavier Musketeers, and Milwaukee, the good folks up there, they've got real chili, which is a fantastic hole in the wall. So I'd like to take a little chili right now.
It's not like Ben's Bold chili in Washington, D.C.
Doesn't compare. Out of the locker room, up and in, DJ Carton. That's a 3-pointer for the sophomore.
DJ Carton is feeling more comfortable with this Marquette team game by game. Came out in that Wisconsin game that they wanted to buzzer and had a very good performance.
Carton called for being out of position there. Is called for the foul.
Very athletic guard. Comes back from the summertime even more stronger, but he has the ability to knock down threes. I think where he has to continue to improve is decision making. He has vision, but sometimes his decision making can be questionable.
Trying to get Fremantle going. Didn't make a shot from the field in the first half. This one goes with the left hand.
I love when big guys make left-hand jump hooks. Not even make, when they attempt it. It's like nobody has a left hand, and they don't want to use it in the paint. Fremantle showing you the skill and the touch.
Bad pass by John, stolen away by Scruggs. Xavier down a pair. Just getting started in our second half. Johnson, pure. Just a gorgeous stroke. His third three.
That stroke is perfect, superb. You can't have a better shot form, extension, follow through than Nate Johnson.
Second team All-Big South last year, playing for Gardner-Webb. Now jumping up in class, playing Big East ball. Garcia, how do you do?
And again, in the first half, I talked about Garcia's offensive skill package, and he's showing you his ability to shoot long distance. You have to pay attention to him when he has the ball on the perimeter.
Garcia is the first Marquette Golden Eagle in double figures. He's got 11 points, and Johnson steps on the end line.
Good defense by Jamal Cain. Right here. When you have the job of just shooting from three-point line, you do all that you need to do for shot preparation. You're ready, you're locked, loaded, and ready. Catch and shoot, exaggerated follow-through.
And another rip away. Scruggs takes it from Cain. Cain falls on him and commits the foul.
You cannot be careless around Paul Scruggs. He's one of the Big East basketball thieves, averaging 2 steals a game. If you're casual around him, you saw him play the passing lane the first possession to get a steal. You saw him right there on Jamal Cain. He just peeped in there. It was like he peeped. He saw it was open. I'm going to tap that out. Very good defense, anticipation.
Greg Elliott comes into the game early here in the second half for Marquette. Fremantle is fouled. And clearly, Xavier making a concerted effort to get Zach Fremantle involved. He averages 18 points per game, Dickie, but only had 1 point in the first 20 minutes.
Well, Coach Steele talked about how he works so hard. He's always putting in extra time. He's expanding his game behind the three, and they need him involved to score in the paint.
Nothing's going Marquette's way. Every ball that goes out of bounds, they feel it should be theirs, and it's not. It stays with Xavier. Marquette's won the last 4 meetings between these two schools. Scruggs. Been that kind of afternoon for him. 18 points.
And that was just one of those, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, little guy. That was just strength, length, athleticism, skill, and a will to put the ball in the basket, just backing down McEwen and shooting right over it.
Tied for the 4th time in the game. For the most part, it's been Marquette playing from ahead. And now we'll have free throws for DJ Carton. And what's of note about these free throws, they will be the first free throws of the game for Marquette.
But as a fan watching this game, I love watching how this game is flowing. As you see, DJ Carton, who they need to keep out of the paint, he's very good at getting into the paint and drawing fouls, getting to the free throw line, being a 76% free throw shooter. But what I was saying, Eric, is this game is what I like about college basketball. I wish the majority of the games were like this, but you see more teams shooting a bunch of threes. This game has a balance of threes, post-ups, drive to the paint, teams actually playing defense consistently, and it's not a surprise because you have a lot of veteran players on both teams.
Kiki Tandy into the game, sophomore from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Also into the game, Kunkel, and Kunkel's pass is almost stolen away by Carton. It's been a wild ride for Adam Kunkel last couple of weeks. Was ineligible to play beginning of the season, finally got his transfer waiver approved, and now playing in his 3rd game with Xavier. Kunkel had a big-time sophomore season playing for Belmont a year ago. This is Kunkel. Bottom of the well, second field goal for Adam Kunkel.
And you dialed it up. Kunkel definitely is a perimeter shooter, skilled player. Likes to shoot it from behind the arc, but you saw the speed and quickness coming off that handoff. Pull up Jay. Another veteran player who transferred in for Belmont. Look at the dribble handoff, the skill, stop and pop, pull up. He has that Those Belmont players, that's what they could do. He brought it here to Xavier. He brought it to the Big East.
Theo John, jump hook. That's the 4th jump hook he has made in the ball game.
With the shimmy, shoulder, Olajuwon shake. A la Olajuwon. I see you, big fella.
44-42 is our score. Fremantle got John to fly by and a goaltend.
Good move by Carter. Carter, more of the blend player. He has skill to do a little bit of everything. Drive, post up, shoot threes. But he's more of the blend. He's more of the glue that brings it all together, facilitates. Whatever he's asked for in the moment, he handles.
That's the first field goal credited to Jason Carter. Garcia. Lefty jump hook of his own.
Hey, I just have to say it again. I don't think I've ever watched a game where I've seen so many jump hooks, so many post moves. I don't think I've seen that in the past 7 years.
Brian Griffin on the floor for Xavier. Where's number 13? Backdoor cut. Scoring, and he's fouled.
Miscommunication defensively by the Golden Eagles. A veteran player in Nate Johnson with the ball. Patience, poise, precision, and then the vision on the backdoor cut by Kunkel.
There's only one. Layup a moment ago by Adam Kunkel. He got approved to play for Xavier just 2 weeks ago. Here's his call to his father.
Just got out of practice.
How'd it go?
It went good. Guess what?
What?
I got my waiver. I got my waiver.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Woo! Bless up. All praise to the Most High.
With such a challenging 2020 and everything we have going on, the inconsistencies, guys being able to play basketball but having to sit out, the challenges that we have going on in life, you love the moment that you just saw. The emotions, the feelings, the happiness, and all granted by the NCAA doing good by the players, and Kunkel gets to receive that joy to be able to play right now.
Elite free throw shooter during his first 2 years at the college level playing at Belmont. That's an old-fashioned three-point play, and Xavier leads by a point.
I just love that moment. I'm happy that his father got to be on the phone and listen. Those are those emotional moments that we need. We got to hug it out, man. We got to hug it out. 6 feet away, hug out, air hug.
Xavier Torrance into the game, replacing DJ Carton. His shot comes up short, rebounded in traffic by Brian Griffin. And a pass trying to get Fremantle ahead of the pack is tapped out of bounds. It will be Marquette ball.
That might be the only questionable play of the game by Paul Scruggs. Everything else has been on point. A combo guard who can play equally at the point or at the shooting guard. Vision, unselfishness, a willing passer, just didn't connect with Fremantle on that pass.
Pressure in the backcourt. Broken by Torrance.
I like it. I like it. Giving you a little 2-2-1 full court press. Take time off the clock.
Along the baseline, Kane. And Scruggs gets the loose ball.
And who scrums it out of there? Paul Scruggs.
Sets up Kunkel, who is whacked on the wrist and still scores!
No, Kunkel, don't do that to him. Don't turn around and give him the 2 fingers down, Kunkel. I see you. I see you. The NCAA knew what they were doing, Kunkel, by giving you an opportunity to play, and you turn around and let them know that bucket's good. I'm getting ready to drop this. Look at the concentration. And that's just a pure shooter. You know he's done that. He's put in those reps to have that ability to concentrate, take the contact, and still knock down a jump shot.
So Kunkel comes off the bench. He's got 10 points. Hasn't missed a shot. back-to-back three-point plays of the old-fashioned variety for Kunkel. And Xavier, their largest lead of the afternoon, up by 4. See what Marquette has.
This is where Marquette needs to penetrate the zone, either on a pass right there.
Beautiful.
Excellent job.
Once again, the freshman forwards, Lewis to Garcia.
You don't normally see freshmen be able to pass the ball like these two. Their interior passing is very good. Marquette did an excellent job. You have to penetrate zones either with the pass or the dribble.
Scruggs, stop, start, spins. Oh, my!
Okay, now you're just showing off, Paul Scruggs. You're just showing off now. You're just giving it everything. The shake, the Kobe move, the threes. You're showing off.
Scruggs has got 20. That's back-to-back 20-point games for the senior.
Eric, I was trying to figure out who would challenge Marcus Zagorowski for Big East Player of the Year. And my early candidate is right here. The penetration, the strength, the hesitation, good defense by McEwen, but the Kobe footwork, lift, elevation, baby jump shot in the paint.
Marquette down by 4. Still plenty of time. They need to change directions here. They had a lead of 9 back in the first half. It's all gone and then some. Look at Xavier Torrance. The continuation gives him a chance for a three-point play. Hadn't played 3 games, but gets the benefit of the doubt there.
And Xavier Torrance is doing what he does best. He's not really a three-point shooter, but he's getting to the paint. He understands where the game is right now, that Marquette needs an aggressive approach to the basket. They need a paint touch, and he delivered with that with a chance for a three-point play.
This last 3 with a foot injury. All of a sudden, we have a whole rash of three-point plays and ones.
This is Big East basketball right here. Back and forth, battling, physical, getting to the paint.
Only starter on the floor right now for Xavier is Colby Jones. Kunkel. First miss of the afternoon. And an over-the-back foul called on Jones.
These are 2 teams right now that were not in the preseason Big East top 5. They weren't in my top 5, but no disrespect to both teams. These teams are very good in the Big East. They are challenging the top 5, and I expect for them to be in the top 5 as this season goes on.
Housekeeping note, only person on either side in any kind of foul trouble is DJ Carton for Marquette. He's got 3 personal fouls. Nice up and under. Convert the goal. That is McEwen.
A scorer with a scorer mentality, knowing how to maneuver around the baseline, found the opening in space. Nice reverse layup.
Tandy contests to 2.
Not Kiki Vanderway, Kiki Tandy. I have to re-emphasize this. Xavier has players who can shoot from every position.
Oh, beautiful find, and King just can't hang on to the basketball, but either can Colby Jones. Somehow it stays with Marquette.
Colby Jones is looking at the floor, man. The floor did. He's looking at the line. The line tripped him up. You want the official to call a foul on the floor, Colby? Just shake it off. Shake it off, buddy. Shake it off. Shake it off. Move on to the next play.
1-point game. We've had 9 lead changes. 7 times we've been tied.
Today's basketball, you have undersized bigs, you have length, you have versatility. In today's basketball, you have shooting at every position. The Musketeers are showing you that they have a versatile roster that gives you all of that.
This is an official's timeout, and they want to review something.
Oh, here we go. Well, they're getting ready to go to the screen, and this might be a flagrant 1 on the floor for tripping Colby. For tripping Colby up. What's going on here?
This could be a shot clock situation. It could be who lets touch the ball. It didn't seem to be a consensus. I guess time on the clock is what we're being told is what is in question right now.
And you see Coach Steele using his opportunity real quick to draw up a good offensive play. You know Coach Wojo's down at the other end drawing up a defensive play and the next offensive play. These are two veteran coaches that are prepared, understand how they have to maximize their moment.
Well, we've got a timeout. We're going to get things squared away. 12:25 remaining in our second half. 1-point game in Cincinnati. And we've got a wonderful matchup right now. It's a 1-point game. Xavier trying to stay perfect on the season. Well, after the clock situation has been sorted out, we will play with 12:25 remaining in the ball game. Marquette has the ball. Torrance to inbound. Marquette continues to play without DJ Carton, who has 3 fouls. And a bad pass. Kunkel, the run out, and he is accosted by McEwen. That saved the layup, and Kunkel will have to earn it at the stripe.
Yeah, that was just a bad read, bad execution by the Golden Eagles, and Xavier threw the ball in an area that he thought Garcia was going to go to, but all he had to do was throw the ball up in the air to Garcia. Garcia's 6'10". Miscommunication resulted in an unforced turnover.
Kunkel world class at the free throw line. Hasn't hit the rim so far this afternoon. He is 3 for 3 at the stripe.
Hey, he's feeling it. You heard his dad in that video say, "Hey, I don't even care if you don't play. I'm just happy you got the waiver." Dad, if you're listening and watching, which I know you are, I know you're happy that he's playing and he is performing.
84% for Kunkel in his 2 years at Belmont. Marquette only 3 free throw attempts in the first 28 minutes. That has got to stick in the craw of Steve Wojciechowski. Yeah, but that's now the 6th team foul on Xavier. So the next time Xavier commits a foul, there will be bonus free throws for Marquette.
And so the Golden Eagles need to attack the paint right now. They need to get an opportunity to draw a foul so they can get to the free throw line, get another foul on the Musketeers.
Garcia, the freshman, there it is, gets inside, score it, and a foul.
I know I have a crystal ball over here, but Coach Wojo has his team executing perfectly. They're not wasting time. They're not taking bad shots. They understand the scouting report, and it's to get to the paint so you can draw fouls and get to the free throw line. The freshman, the McDonald's All-American, strong with the finish, with the chance for a three-point play. He's performing very well today, more aggressive.
A chance to tie this ball game at 56. Marquette has not missed a free throw today, nor did they miss a free throw on Thursday against Seton Hall. They've made their last 12 free throws over the last game and a half. Scruggs, Ben Stanley, Brian Griffin, Colby Jones, and Nate Johnson playing together for Xavier.
3 seconds.
Scruggs somehow got the reverse to fall.
Scruggs is being a grown man out here. A grown man. He's getting in the paint. He's moving guys out the way, using his physicality. That was just brute strength, muscling his way to 2 points.
Freshman Justin Lewis hands it off to McEwen. Shot clock dips below 6. Kane. Man-sized rebound, Ben Stanley.
I can live with that shot. Nice move by Jamal Kane, something he practices on every day. 2-dribble pull-up.
Top of the key. Scruggs, the misfire. Loose picked up by Kane.
You have to recognize the Musketeers' defensive transition abilities. Even though they missed a shot, they got back. They didn't give up a fast break.
Lewis. And a foul to push in the back on Paul Scruggs.
Grown man right here, the big guard. This is what happened when you're a big combo guard. Let me get in the paint. Excuse me, please. I'll take this layup right here. Buckets.
Point of the ball game. 8 for 10 shooting the basketball.
Must have got a technical foul on somebody.
Scruggs was called for the personal foul, and I know he wasn't thrilled about it.
I'm fine with that. If I'm a coach, if I'm Coach Steele, I'm fine with Scruggs getting a technical foul.
It wasn't Scruggs. It's actually officially a foul on the team. So I don't know if that means it's on Coach Wojciechowski or someone from the bench, but it's not officially on Scruggs.
So that wasn't a technical foul on Scruggs.
It wasn't a technical foul. It was a technical foul, but it wasn't officially called on Scruggs.
I got you.
So that first free throw by Garcia was inappropriately shot, so wipe that one away. The technical free throws count that were made by McEwen, and now the free throw by Garcia, and it's a profitable possession for Marquette.
That was a big possession by Marquette. 3-point play, extra free throw. I mean,
Scruggs. Oh, the Euro step to get in the paint. A little bit of everything.
come on, Scruggs. Don't do it to him. You're just showing off right now. You're giving it everything. Not the Euro step through finish on the other side.
Tied at 60.
One of the top players in basketball in Big East right now in the country, Paul Scruggs.
Basket interference called on Colby Jones. Actually hit either the backboard or the rim, and that's why he was called for interference. So score the goal, credit it to Kane.
Got to get the ball back in Scruggs' hand. He's just, when the player's feeling it, he's feeling it.
Scruggs, you betcha! Paul Scruggs, this is your life. 27 points.
I'm putting out lottery numbers on Twitter later on for everybody. Since I'm calling it like it is before it happens, Scruggs is putting on a show, inside, outside, catch and shoot.
He has made 5 of 7 from deep. Theo John back into the game. Marquette down a point. McEwen got it!
I'm loving this game right now. Basket for basket, bucket for bucket. McEwen said, what you can do, I can do better. Just a spot up long distance 3.
Xavier playing with their starting 5 together. Fremantle had to take a rhythm dribble and rips it. That's his first 3 of the ball game.
And he's been quiet, coming off a 28-point game. 4 for 6 from 3 versus Oklahoma in their last outing. He's been quiet for most of the game. They need him to heat up.
From the free throw line, McEwen stops, starts. Lamp goes begging, offensive rebound. Garcia blocked from behind by Fremantle. And a foul in the backcourt slows things up.
And what making a shot will do for your intensity, your energy. Fremantle seeing the ball go through the net. Not that he doesn't play hard anyway, but you saw the energy, the effort, the activity down there on the defensive end. Block shots, rebounds.
So Fremantle to the line. This is a 1-and-1. That's the 7th foul on Marquette, so a 1 and the bonus for Fremantle, who is not an elite free throw shooter. Look good there.
Hey, you did the reverse right there. You did the play-by-play reverse.
Doesn't exist.
Said he wasn't a good one. He made it. Only shooting 44% from the free throw line.
He was 6 for 14 at the line coming into this game. But you wouldn't know it by those freebies. 2 beauties.
Fremantle, thank Eric Collins for those 2 free throws right there.
All right, DJ Carton back into the game. He's playing with 3 fouls. Bounce past John and knocked cleanly away by Johnson.
Good pass by C.J. Carton. Way to survey the court. Get back to getting the ball in the paint, but excellent defense by Nate Johnson again. I don't see too many shooters who have the defensive intensity as a Nate Johnson. A defensive playmaker as well as a 3-point shooter.
And a foul trying to get open. And Marquette gives the ball right back over to Xavier. They call call it on John. You saw him the side swipe to the left.
Yeah, and he's built like a defensive end, too. Wide shoulders.
And careless dribbling. Scruggs hands it right back over to McEwen. And McEwen missed the layup. Last touch by Xavier. Marquette basketball.
The effort defensively, the effort offensively by both teams is at a high level. The competitiveness is at a high level.
A couple of competitors. Good conversation. Scruggs and Kane.
Yeah, and I'm not just saying, you know, people think just showing up playing somebody, you're competing. No, these two guys are being very competitive towards each other. Look at that. Look at that.
That's an over-the-back call on Jamal Kane.
You know, some players think being competitive is only scoring on offense. These guys doing offense and defense. Fremantle getting loose. Here it is right here with the quick pick and pop. The little bounce for rhythm. Hashtag splash.
Well, the three ball. Dickie Simpkins, a big reason why that score is starting to go up at 68-65. Xavier on top of Marquette. We've got a combined 16 long balls made.
Marquette has always been a three-point shooting team. They're just not shooting as much as they did last season with Marcus Howard, but it's still a part of their arsenal. And in Xavier, I've never really seen them shoot it at this high clip, but I like what I see. Obviously, Coach Steele has upped the roster with guys who are skilled and can shoot the ball.
Well, right before we went to break, there was a foul called on Jamal Kane. So we will begin with free throws for Paul Scruggs. 1-and-1 for Scruggs. 79% free thrower on the year. These will be his first free throws. Kid from Indianapolis, Indiana. Southport High School. One of the tri-captains. He's gone over 1,000 career points. 1,055 coming into this one.
Top 30 recruit coming out of high school. Maturation process has been unbelievable over 4 years, and you get to see the results here in this game.
DJ Carton into the corner. This is Lewis. Oh, my! The freshman Lewis with a hammer.
I like what I see out of Lewis. He's been quiet for this game. He's been impressive as a freshman throughout the season so far. That was monstrous.
Backdoor cut. Johnson missed the layup. Foul by Carton. That's number 4 on DJ Carton.
Well, here you see giving it to the freshman. Nice pump fake. One dribble with authority. Just extending, playing above the rim. But I have to point out, I love Justin Lewis's game. I love how he's performing. Excellent play right there. Monstrous dunk. But when you have freshmen, you have lapses on defense. In this defensive possession, he didn't help out as Nate Johnson cut to the basket.
No decision really to be made for Steve Wojciechowski. He quickly pulls DJ Carton with the 4 fouls and still 7:29 remaining.
If Justin Lewis is focused, locked in right there defensively, you have a better chance of preventing DJ Carton from getting another foul.
So with Carton out, it's McEwen who initiates the offense. Greg Elliott on the floor replacing Carton technically, but the point guard will be McEwen. John, power dribble into the paint with the left hand. Oh, the southpaw sling.
Man, I'm getting a treat today seeing post skill footwork from both teams. I haven't seen this in so long. They keep giving it to Theo John, and he's delivering.
Now John defensively on Fremantle forces the miss. Marquette's got the ball, down by 3. McEwen walled off by Jones. Jones playing with 3 fouls. And if that's a foul on Jones, it's number 4.
Who said that the post game was gone? You have guards posting up right now. This game is about the post play, getting it to the paint. Theo John, Coach Wojo is continuing to feed him isolation.
Oh.
Man, he has that shoulder shimmy down. Perfect. Right hand, left hand. I see you, big fella, with the skill.
Glorious. Well, that foul was indeed on Colby Jones. It's the freshman's 4th. And Jones will have to go take a seat and think about it. But not a bad option to replace him. Adam Kunkel has been the goods. In Kunkel's 3rd game with with Xavier, he has come off the bench and put up double figures. He's got 12 points.
That might be a different feeling right there. That might be more shocking when you don't have a arena full of fans and there's only a couple in there screaming when you shoot a free throw.
Kunkel. Points 13, 14, and 15.
Kunkel gets that shot because he's ready. He's already been making shots, and then his preparation, his footwork, to sprint to the corner, get his feet set, and then the passing by his teammates to make it easy.
Lewis can't answer. Contested rebound, Kunkel. Lead is 5 for the Locals. 6 minutes to play. Straight on look for Carter. Got it! Largest lead of the day for the Xavier Musketeers.
I told you early in the game, Jason Carter might not score a lot.
It took a while. Xavier hadn't played in 9 days, but they're working out the kinks. They lead by 8. Welcome back, everyone. 5:49 remaining in our ball game. Xavier trailed at the half. They now lead by 8 over Marquette. And Dickie Simpkins, a big reason why has been the 3 ball.
Well, they're 11 of them 20 from the 3. Fremantle lining it up. Look at that crisp pass to Kunkel with the 3-ball corner pocket, and then working inside, outside, giving it to Carter. And he's the quiet assassin knocking it down.
Now, this has become old hat for Xavier. Last time out, December 9th, against Oklahoma, all they did was hit 19 out of 32 threes. In case you're wondering, those 19 three-pointers, by far and away, a new school record.
Well, they're shooting close to 40% from 3, which is a big and impressive percentage for this team. They're knocking down 9 threes a game. They already have 11. If they can keep that pace throughout the Big East season, like I said, there's no disrespect that I didn't have them in my top 5, but I was definitely going to talk about how they're right there, and I expect them to be in the top 5 as the season goes down.
Over the last 2 games, Xavier as a team is now 30 for 52 from behind the arc. That's close to 60%. You'd be hard-pressed to do that in an empty gym during practice.
No. Hey, man, I can make a couple of threes. I can make a couple of threes. Hey, he hit me with a side shot right there real quick. Hey, this guy's disrespecting my three-point shooting ability.
Foul called on Kunkel. That's Elliott at the free throw line.
I made some threes in college.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying anyone would be hard-pressed to make 30 out of 52.
No, that is very impressive. Again, it comes from the way that Xavier plays unselfish, the way they pass the ball with precision, the skill that they have in the players that have shooting ability. All those things work together to be able to shoot the ball this well.
Scruggs sitting on 29 points. Working with Kunkel, Carter, Fremantle, and Johnson. Kunkel! And it stays with Xavier. Johnson. And it stays with Xavier.
Johnson's shot inside the 3.
Tie's starting to burn right now defensively for Marquette. We've gone under 5 minutes to play. Scruggs. Finally cleared by Garcia.
Golden Eagles lucked out right there, giving up 3 possessions. Luckily didn't get hurt by 3.
And a foul on the floor, which means that Theo John will go to the free throw line. Both teams are in the double bonus, so it'll be 2 free throws for the senior John.
Yeah, right now, if you're Marquette, you keep hitting the ball in the post, dropping it down to Theo John, attacking the paint. You play inside, outside. You want to put pressure on Xavier so you can get to the free throw line.
John's first trip to the stripe. Moon ball. DJ Carton hadn't played in a while. He picked up his 4th foul and has been sitting next to Steve Wojciechowski since about the 7.5-minute mark. When do you think about bringing it back in?
Well, I expect for Coach to bring him in here when it gets to the 4-minute mark. He's not going to go any further than 3 minutes 45. The next dead ball, or at least by a 4-minute mark, I see DJ Carton entering the game again.
Well, the free throw battle is starting to even out. Oh, look at Kunkel. Where you been, partner? Adam Kunkel, breakout game for the Musketeers.
Musketeers went back to the same play that worked earlier, where Kunkel still were making the same type of shot, the dribble handoff. He got to his spot, the elbow.
Wild shot. Somehow Payne sped it through there. Oh, that was going about 100 miles an hour. 4-point game, under 4 minutes to play.
In the critical of the game right now for both teams, you don't want to get away from where you've been having success.
That's a bad foul on Theo John. Came 25 feet away from the cup. We'll have 2 free throws for Jason Carter and Xavier when we return to Cincinnati. Mike, thank you so much. Xavier trying to get to 8-0 on the year. They lead Marquette by 4. And talk about pennies from heaven. How about Adam Kunkel coming off the bench and doing what he's done?
The NCAA providing him a waiver, unleashing another scoring weapon for the Musketeers. The and one, the footwork, the efficiency, and right here, stop and pop, 2 dribbles, not wasting any time. And he looks at the bench and says, yeah, I got this. I got this right here.
17 points in 13 minutes. You'll take that. Only missed a couple of shots. Perfect at the free throw line, 4 for 4. And he looks the part, man. That shot it's going to go in more often than not. That's beautiful form and a gorgeous result.
Well, he's a very good complementary player to the roster. You know, he doesn't need the ball in his hand. He can play without the ball in his hand. He knows how to use screens and get open. And when he does put the ball on the floor, it's efficient. He's not wasting dribble. All the kids watching basketball, watch Kunkel play with efficiency.
One of the tri-captains, Jason Carter, misses 2 free throws. DJ Carton back into the game, playing with 4 fouls for Marquette.
I said it was going to be at the 3:40 at the least, somewhere in the 4, but he was coming back in.
Marquette playing with their starting unit together right now. This is Garcia, pocket pick by Kunkel. Kunkel on the run out. Not in a hurry at all. They'll set up Chop. Scruggs. Johnson. Got it! 4-3 of the day.
One of the sweetest jump shots that I've seen in college basketball this season. He has a quick release. He's ready, locked and loaded. He's not playing around. Knocked down 3.
And a wild pass tipped off. Fremantle hands the basketball over to Scruggs. Leading the ball for Xavier, up 6. Fremantle. Marquette still the pulse, but they got to get something going soon. In danger of losing back-to-back Big East games after winning their opener on the road against a ranked Creighton team. Kane. Shot clock is down to 4. Kane from the free throw line. Shooter's touch.
Jamal Kane came up big right there in that possession. He bailed them out because right now Marquette is having too many ball stoppers. They're stagnant offensively, but that was a big shot by Jamal Kane.
Under 2 minutes to play. Marquette has won the last 4 games between these 2 schools. Fremantle on the block. And a foul from behind called on McEwen. So Fremantle, not elite as a free thrower, goes back to the line. Made a pair a moment ago.
You can live with that foul. Freeman only shooting 44%, but he did make his last two. So if you're Marquette, you have to close out that possession without fouling.
All of a sudden, Fremantle's become automatic at the line. Six-point game.
Still a two-possession game. No need to rush. Get a quality shot. Try to hit the paint first, then work your way out for a three.
Carton to turn around. John, and a foul will send Theo John to the line.
Good job by Marquette. DJ Carton attacking the paint, getting a good look. And then Marquette being a team that averages 41 rebounds a game, plus 9 over their team. They're attacking that glass.
Senior forward from Minneapolis. Made a pair earlier in the second half. Throws it high in the air.
They said Theo John eats weights. He eats weights. You can look at him and tell he eats. I gotta get mine. I gotta get my weight game up, man. I have to find out what Theo John, what kind of workout he had.
Oh yeah, a couple of beauties.
Impressive, impressive. He's an improved free throw shooter this season.
4-point game. Pressure in the backcourt. Kunkel is fouled by Carton. That's 5. Oh, DJ Carton's done. Didn't mean to, but he did.
I need to see that again. I need to see that again. Unfortunate mishap for DJ Carton, hustling to try to get the steal.
So DJ Carton disappointed, just 10 points next to his name, fouls out. And it'll be free throws for Kunkel, who has been close to automatic at the line.
Well, and that's a big foul. It's a big foul because DJ Carton has 5. He's fouling out. It's also a big foul because he is one of your main players who can get to the paint and draw fouls on the defense or get to the paint and create a shot for a teammate.
I've seen enough out of Kunkel. These are good. Five for 5 at the line. Shot 86% over 2 seasons playing for Belmont. Like a gentleman.
In the game of basketball these days, shooting is a premium. You're out here working on your game. You need to be working on making shots, perfect form, knocking them down.
Marquette in a hurry. Rebound cleared by Johnson. Lead in the ball, up by a half dozen. Johnson sitting on 14 points, being hounded by Torrance. And Travis Steele has to bail out his Musketeers. He calls timeout with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. We'll keep it here. This is impressive. Marquette 7-0, but having to sit out since December 9th. Last played against Oklahoma, a rousing win. But then the COVID protocol rearing its head and not being able to play, having 3 games postponed, but still coming out against a very good foe and finding your form when you need to find it.
And it was all led by Paul Scruggs. And right now, Coach Steele is drawn up to spread the floor. I have to believe that he's getting ready to spread the floor, put the ball in Scruggs' hand, let him operate with the shooters around him. And then if you're Marquette, you have to understand that. You have to wall up the paint. Do not let Scruggs get a good look. And then you're going to have to finish off the possession with the rebound. It's a 2-possession game for you. You must get a stop right here.
And it starts with Kunkel. And he stepped on the sideline. Oh, a turnover. And all of a sudden, Marquette a chance to smile.
for pretty much having a perfect game.
Oh, wonderful camera work. Yep. And it's two back. It's McEwen. So it's a 4-point game.
Good job by the Golden Eagles. Attack quick. Don't settle for a 3.
And Carter, who missed a pair not that long ago, is immediately fouled. They call it on John, and that's his 5th. So you want to commit the foul, but you also don't want to foul out your best front court player.
Yeah, and that's a tough thing. You don't want that to happen, but in this particular point of the game, you don't have really a choice. Instead of him not fouling and making more time, he has to sacrifice his time on the court, give the foul, and now he won't be. If it was closer together, somebody else could have took that foul, great, but you don't have, in the moment, you don't always have the time to have the perfect person set the foul. So great effort by Theo John this game. He's one of the fierce competitors in this Big East.
Here's Carter. He missed 2 earlier in the second half. He's now missed 3 in a row.
Now, how about that? Fremantle, 44% free throw shooter, makes both. Carter, 83% free throw shooter. And this is both.
4-point game. Marquette in a hurry. McEwen. Oh, he traveled. No call. Lewis. Rolls it over the front of the iron. 2-point game. Now, what do you do for your Marquette? Difference game clock and shot clock is 5 seconds. I think you got to foul Carter. He's had 4 straight clinks. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, you have to make a split decision on whether you're going to play it out, but you would only have a 4-second difference in 34 and 30 with 34 seconds left. You would only have a 4. But look at the attack by the freshman. Just the know-it-all to be aggressive, get to the basket, and finish. You don't have too many freshmen stepping up like that.
That's what captains do. Jason Carter, one of the tri-captains, had missed 4 straight free throws. Hits the first. This is a big one. Wow, that takes guts.
If you're Marquette, you still attack quick. There's plenty of time. You want to stretch this game out, you still attack. Don't settle for a 3.
McEwen, tough jam. Oh, he hit it! He hit it, and he's fouled! How do you do? Unbelievable!
I'm a big believer in they should have attacked the basket, but when you have a player like McEwen, he utilizes the step back, the James Harden step back.
Oh my.
He utilized the step back to create space versus the taller Carter. McEwen, a scorer, a veteran, knocking down the 3 with a chance for a 4-point play to tie the game.
When is the last time you saw a 4-point play to tie the game with 25 seconds left? This has turned into just an incredible ball game in Cincinnati.
This is a holiday treat right here. This game, we knew it was going to be competitive. We knew it was going to come down to the wire. But just the dramatics of the game, the spectacular plays, this has been amazing.
Shot clock is off. Xavier can hold for the final shot of the game.
You isolate it for Scruggs. You let him get to the paint. He's done it before against McEwen. You try to get to the paint and draw a foul.
Scruggs in the paint. No. Kunkel's got it for the win. Yes! Adam Kunkel did it!
OMG!
The Xavier Musketeers remain unbeaten. They're 8-0, courtesy of Adam Kunkel.
What a ending for a special kid. He gets the waiver. He gets the waiver from the NCAA. He shares that emotional moment with his father. And now, with the game on the line, the exaggerated follow-through, giving him the ability to win it for his team. Amazing. Just look at him. Locked in on the ball, the step back, the skill, the shooter. You couldn't ask for anything better to finish off the ability to win a game.
What a gut punch for the Marquette Golden Eagles. That is a very, very difficult shot made by a tremendous shooter.
Mr. Kunkel and the family, I know you're watching this game. I know you're happy about him getting the waiver, and I know you're more excited. Happy holidays to win.
Dickie Simpkins, so thrilled I got a chance to share it with you. Our final score to Sunday in Cincinnati. Xavier wins 91-88 over Marquette. Now let's send you to Mike Hill and Jim Jackson.